In the previous chapter, we have seen the digital transmission concept. Now here we are going to see the analog transmission concept. Here the digital to analog conversion we are going to discuss because we are getting the data into the analog form. Look here, the digital data, that is a binary bit stream, is given as an input from the sender side. There is a modulator which modulates this digital data and converts it into the analog signal. This particular conversion is expected during the modulation and demodulation technique into the communication. And this concept of converting digital to analog conversion is called as a modulation, and analog to digital data is called as a demodulation. This both the operations are done by the separate encoder and decoder into the analog digital to analog transmission. The same how we have seen it into the digital transmission, here also there are certain characteristics to be followed into the modulation and demodulation technique. They mean to say that here it is similar to the data element, signal element, how we have seen that into the specific bit interval, how many signals you need to transmit. The same way here, how much data rate you required for sending the individual data bit, as well as how many signals you are sending per second. That concept is here into this particular analog transmission. This process of changing digital to analog signal is one of the concept of modulating the signal. Here you people are recovering the data in the form of analog transmission. Why do we need it such kind of transmission here? Because in electronics communication as well as into the digital communication, here we have seen when the data is transmitted from one computer to the another computer, it has to be transmitted into the digital format. But when it moves to the physical media, then based on here the mechanical and the other electrical voltages, here it expects to be worked with the analog data. So this continuous data can be formed with this kind of DAC, that is digital to analog signal. The bandwidth, the utilization is also exactly depends on here the how many signals you are transmitting individual beat per individual beat, depends on that this beat rate and signal rate also is defined into the communication, and accordingly it the bandwidth also will be utilized. In analog transmission, the carrier signal is one of the characteristic which you people are having. It is called as a high frequency signal, or it is called as a base signal, where the frequency of this carrier signal is expected to be high. And in the digital information, here this carrier signal will get modified with the help of the input signal, and then this combined signal will give you here the modulated signal, or that is called as the output of your modulation. What are the types of modulation in digital to analog conversion? What are the types of modulation, or what are the types of digital to analog conversion techniques? So here we do have it, the first technique, amplitude shift keying. Second one, frequency shift keying. Third, phase shift keying. And the combination of this both is telling here the quadrature amplitude modulation. These techniques are there into the digital to analog conversion. The any one of the topic also can be asked in examination for 5 marks. So these 3 topics we are going to see it in detail now. The first diagram is about amplitude shift keying, that is binary amplitude shift keying. The concept is that the digital data will be given 1 0 1 1 0. This digital data will be converted into the digital signal. The digital signal means what? High level 1, low level 0, high level 1, high level 1 and low level 0. The interpretation of this first technique, amplitude shift keying, which you do have it, it is using 0 bit as a 0 level and 1 bit as a high level. It's a normal to concept which we do have it into the this RZ and NRZ technique we have seen. In the same kind of way here, the ASK is also using the data bit pattern, where the data bit 1 is representing positive, that is high voltage, and 0 is representing normal 0 voltage. So depends on this here, depends on this input digital signal, the carrier signal also will be generated. I said carrier signal is an analog signal, which is the high frequency signal. See, these waveforms are very nearer one. It is having so many waveforms are there. So if it is again increasing, means what? The frequency is high. The frequency is high. Why? Because 1, 2, 3. Three number of signals are transmitted in one beat pattern, in a beat interval. In individual beat interval, 3 beat signals are getting transmitted. So that is what the frequency is more into this carrier signal. So obviously whenever the frequency and the is utilized, then depends on that, here the bandwidth also will be utilized into the communication. In this amplitude shift keying, we do here transmit the data whenever there is a data bit pattern 1. See, there is a existence of the carrier signal. If the data bit transmitted 0, there is no amplitude at all. There is no amplitude at all. Same way, when there is a 1 bit signal, means signal is high, the input signal is high, then data pattern is there, carrier signal data pattern is there. And when there is a 0, means 0 signal is there, then no amplitude is there. So whenever 1 is there, the amplitude is present. 0 is there, the amplitude is not present. So this concept is also called as O, that is on off shift keying, or OOK, on off keying, means what? The specification about this particular data bit is like this way. How this combination will be done? In this data bit pattern, the data can be transmitted according to its amplitude level. So now I said 0, so 0 level is there. Somewhat if it is maybe 0.50, so slightly here the amplitude is there. So the size of this signal may be different. So how this amplitude shift keying will be worked? Why we needed this amplitude shift keying? The digital data will get combined with the carrier signal, and this both combination will give you the modulated signal. So this is the output. How will you implement this amplitude shift keying concept? The digital signal pattern will be given as an input by the circuit, and then oscillator is one of the device which generates here the high frequency data signal, carrier signal, and this high frequency carrier signal will get combined by the multiplier circuit, and wherever the data bit 1 is there, the presence of data will be there. If the data bit is not 1, then the absence of data amplitude will be there. So here with this, the multiplication of this two signal will be there, and that is called as a modulation. And obviously here the bandwidth which is basically required in this data bit pattern will be more, and this bandwidth of the signal will be dependent on your signal rate, how many signals you are sending. Like I said, here there are 3 signals, 1, 2, 3. If I am increasing to 5, then obviously here depends on this signal rate, the bandwidth will be increased. The bandwidth of the signal will get increased. The another one is a frequency shift keying. Second type of data conversion, digital to analog conversion, is frequency shift keying. In ASK, what we have seen in ASK, we have seen wherever the data bit is high, that time the data is present. The signal is high, then data is present. So this case, the data is present means what? There is a amplitude is present. So whenever you do have it, the amplitude signals are there. Here the amplitude of the signal will get vary. See here, when 1 is there, amplitude is high. When 0 is there, amplitude is 0. See, the frequency is constant. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Frequency is constant. See the phase. It is a 0-degree phase signal. This is also the 0-degree phase. Every time the 0-degree phase is carrying on. So in this amplitude shift keying, the amplitude of the waveform will get vary, and frequency and the phase of the signal will be constant. In the second category, the frequency of the signal will get vary, and the amplitude and the phase of the signal will be constant. Please listen to me. Frequency of the signal will get vary. How the frequency will get vary? Look here. This particular data bit signal is there 10110. Digital signal will be generated as per our recommendation, positive voltage as well as a low signal. This is the carrier signal. Second input is the carrier signal, high frequency signal. Look here, when this digital signal combines with this carrier signal, output is like this way. The frequency of this signal will be combined, and according to the high level signal, the frequency will be more. 1, 2, 3, 4 signals are getting transmitted. So where you were requiring here only 2 carrier signal ka pattern, here it is having 4 signal. Whenever you do have it, the 0 transmission is getting done. That time only the carrier signal ka strength, that is what this low frequency is there. High signal is there, see the frequency is more. High signal is there, the frequency is more. 0 is there, the frequency is low. So this is what called as a frequency shift keying. You mean to say that here the digital beat pattern, whenever it is giving the high signal, the frequency will be high. Low signal, the frequency will be low. When this kind of frequency shifting will be used, it is basically used when you are having the low frequency radio transmission channels are there. Then that time the frequency shift keying concept is used. Door openers, while sensing here the frequency level of that particular data, and depends on that here the auto door openers are there. In that also the frequency shift keying is used. How will you implement this circuit? It can be implemented with the voltage controlled oscillator. The voltage control oscillator generates this carrier frequency signal. That is a high frequency carrier signal will be generated by VCO, and then the input will be given to the VCO. This input as well as this oscillated high frequency signal combine, and then automatically such kind of variations in the waveform will get generated. So like this here the frequency will get varied. The third one is a phase shift keying. That is also called as a binary phase shift keying. Here the phase of the signal is getting changed. Such kind of signals are used into the wireless media. In the wireless communication, like radio frequency identification, RFID, then you can have a Bluetooth communication. In that case, by recognizing the devices and transmitting the data through the channel, here you need phase shift keying, which is basically improving here the speed of your transmission, as well as whatever this finite number of bits you are transmitting, that also can be effectively represented into the unique pattern of the binary digit. See the data pattern 10110. The digital signal is generated high level for 1 and low level for negative polarity. Here we are changing the communication. We have seen in NRZ technique, non-return to zero, the positive polarity and negative polarity. So this phase shift keying is taking here the concept of NRZ, that is non-return to zero scheme. The concept of NRZ has been taken into this case, and therefore you can see high signal is represented by positive polarity, low signal is represented by negative polarity. This is the input signal will be given. After that, input will be given along with the high frequency carrier signal. Both the data get combined. Carrier signal get combined with modulating signal, means your input signal. After that here, you people are having the combination of this string and this particular signal get combined, and you can see the signal for high signal is as it is, and when there is a low signal, see the phase has been changed. This black color waveform, this was starting from 0 degree, now it is starting from the 180 degree. So exactly the phase of the signal is getting changed, and this concept is called as here phase shift keying. It can be implemented with this kind of similar circuit. It is the concept of the frequency shift keying only, where the phase has to be changed. The input will be given as a digital signal Oscillator generates here the high frequency data signal multiplied by multiplier. Output is coming here like this way. This black color signal is telling here the signal is changing its phase. This way the phase shift keying is working. In the phase shift keying, here the constellation of the signal is slightly different. The constellation means what? The changes into the degree of that particular signal, the phase of that signal. For example, we have seen into the amplitude shift keying, on off keying, where zero signal was there, it was represented by the zero amplitude. Whenever you were having the one signal, it was represented by the positive polarity. In BPSK, we have seen we are having the concept of non-return to zero. And in NRZ, we have seen the zero signal is represented by the negative polarity and one signal is represented by high polarity. Just now we have seen the high signal is represented by positive polarity, low signal is represented by negative polarity. So this way here, the constellation is there. Constellation means what? The occurrences of the signal in a quadrant in a specific degree. After that here you may have the signal strength if you are increasing. If instead of this single bit you are transmitting 0 bit into the one signal pattern. Then how the orientation of this quadrature will be there? How the quadrature phase shift keying will be there? And this quadrature means what here? How the amplitude will be moving towards the quadrant into the PSK. How all the quadrants will get cover up into the quadrature amplitude modulation. So here you may have here certain beat pattern can be there. Look this diagram. We do have it 0 1 signal means 2 bits are transmitted and 2 bits are transmitted with this many signals which you do have it, that is 1 2 3. But look here, this signal is starting half of the waveform, so that's why it is called as a 90-degree phase. 90-degree phase. Now see, this second signal is transmitted, half of the waveform is there, so it is called as a 180-degree phase. 10 which you people are having, it is 180-degree phase. See this 1 1, half of the signal in the second portion is starting from this way, so it is called as a 270-degree phase, and 0 it is starting from 0th position C, so it is called as here 0-degree phase. So the constellation table will be like this way. 0 will carry 0-degree phase, 1 will carry 90-degree phase, 10 will carry 180-degree phase, and 11 will carry 270-degree phase. Depends on this table. The constellation diagram is like this way. The constellation diagram will be like this way, and this is what the orientation of this phase shift keying into the data communication. So quadrature meaning here the coverage of the signal into the various quadrants and how the signal patterns are getting generated into this particular constellation. That we need to see it here. So the beat pattern which is varying here, it will be represented into the QAM, quadrature amplitude modulation, and it is basically the combination of ASK and PSK. So here you are basically carrying here the data bit pattern of ASK and PSK, and the orientation of this both shift keying is represented here. The bandwidth which you people are having in this particular QAM is similar to the PSK and ASK. Just now we have seen it is a combination of amplitude and phase shift keying. So whatever bandwidth you need here into this, the same way it also is required into this technique. The constellation which has been shown here into the quadrature amplitude modulation is like this way. When you people are having a 4-level quadrature amplitude modulation, it can be either depends on your normal technique which we have seen into the line coding scheme about the polar coordinate scheme, polar scheme, where the data signals are on one side of the axis. You may have here the second category of a 4 amplitude modulation, that is 4 different levels are there, but all the levels are covering like this way, so it can be the part of the NRZ. Here also you can have a such kind of thing is there in the broadband communication. Instead of starting with the zero signal, it is in between it is starting, and this can be improved with the 16 16 level quadrature amplitude modulation. So 4 fours are 16 levels can be implemented in this kind of way. So this kind of parallel communication also can be done into the quadrature amplitude modulation.